I wish for fucking like 20 seconds that I could get a clip of, hey, guess what you're gonna fucking learn today? You know, it's crazy, this bullshit that's going on. Well, couldn't have asked for a better fucking week for the stupidest fucking things on the planet to possibly pop up. I just want to do the math. Let's do some math, okay? I'm gonna do it with you and for you, so you don't have to. So you don't have to use that little brain of yours to come up with any fucking theory of your own. But how many people does it take? How many people does it take to make a baby? Unless you know you're really into this stuff. Normally it takes 2 people. Usually, even if you got little thing going on where you got 60 people fucking at the same time, all it takes is 2 people to make the baby. It takes a male and a female. That's what it takes. You need, and we could walk through how the babies are made, but you really, if you don't know yet, you need to go check and go to the library, talk to your mommy, talk to your dada, look at some pornography. But generally, it takes 2. It takes a male and a female. It takes sperm and an egg. That's what it takes. And these things come from these people. Sperm comes from a male. Eggs come from a female. It takes 2 motherfuckers to make this fetus. So can you explain to me why, since it took 2 motherfuckers to make this baby or fetus, why everybody in the fucking American hemisphere, everybody on the fucking United States needs to pay for you to get rid of it? Explain that to me. Tell me why I owe you money so you can go get your fetus removed from your body. I didn't fuck you. I didn't fucking breathe on you. I didn't fucking make you pregnant. So why in the fuck do I need to pay for your fucking abortion? Why is that? Do I owe you something in some way? No, I don't. I don't owe you shit. I don't give a fuck if you go get an abortion. I am not here to defend your right to get the abortion or to not get the abortion. I'm not here for pro-life, pro-choice, or pro-up your ass. What I'm here to do is protect my rights. I don't need to pay for your abortion no matter what, unless I got you pregnant. So, for you to want government funding from something that nobody else had to do with other than you and someone else is retarded. That's just a fucking stupid ass statement. Oh, I wanted to fuck him, but he shouldn't have to pay for the abortion. Everybody else should. I don't pay for your mistakes. You don't pay for mine. I don't pay for yours. Use government money that benefits all people, since all people are paying taxes. It's simple. I don't know why that's so fucking hard. That's gotta be the most logical thing on the planet when you really think about it. I'm not saying you shouldn't get an abortion. By all means, you want to go get a fucking abortion? Knock yourself out. Go get 7 if you feel like it. I don't care. It's your body, your pussy, his dick. You decided to fuck him. He decided to fuck you. If you end up pregnant and you say, I don't want it, you need to talk to him. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to the American people. Planned Parenthood is running like a company. They take a service and provide this service, and then they want to sell the body parts or the fetus parts to other people. Whoop-de-fucking-do, that's fucking great. Since you're making a profit off these fucking fetuses, why is it that you need the people's money? You are a company. You make a profit from this. Companies do not get sponsored and make profits and ask for the American people to sponsor their company so they don't have to put forth any money. You are asking the American people to pay for your overhead so you don't do anything but gain pure profit. If the American people are going to invest money into your fucking company, since they are the major stockholders of your fucking company, should they not be able to say what they want with that company, where that company is going to go? Should they not get a profit sharing from that company? Should not all American people all of a sudden get profit sharing since they invested so fucking much money in it? All the shareholders need to get together and have a fucking meeting about how much money they want back from your company. But you don't. You want to sit here and argue fucking moral ethics. You cannot legislate morality. It is an infeasible possibility because everybody's morals are different. So you cannot legislate them. First off, you must have morals to argue them. None of you do. You are a bunch of fucking dictators. Self-indulgent, narcissistic, egotistical dictators. So, Planned Parenthood, I'm expecting my paperwork anytime today in the mail. All right. That's part number one. So, another dumbass shoots up a college. Here's a fascinating fact. You don't have to argue it. It's not an argument. It's just something I've noticed. Colleges and schools are supposed to be the most educated places on the planet. They're supposed to be where we get educated, where the smart people go. You keep telling me that college is where the smart people go. But fascinatingly enough, it is where the dumbest shit happens. People randomly shoot motherfuckers all the time in colleges and school environments. But this is supposed to be where the smart people are. If this is where the smart people are, I definitely don't want to go where the smart people are. So this kid in Oregon, he goes up and he shoots his school up. And he carries a gun. And you got to remember back when you didn't know a whole lot of what was going on. And I'm hoping this is fresh in your mind. You didn't know his name. You didn't know his age. Information was just pouring out, but nothing really was making sense. Nobody would give you the gentleman's name because they said they didn't want to make him a martyr. Okay. People were being drawn out on buses. Nobody was allowed up to the school. So, it was limited information. You were limited at the time of the information that you were supposed to get. So, here we are with limited information. We're going to go back. And I saw from the distance our leader showing up. And I saw people already when this was going on tweeting and getting on Facebook and getting on Instagrams and just putting their information out there, just giving them their 2%, their idea. And so it all came out. Here comes our leader, and he says we need more gun laws. We need more gun restrictions. And I'm not going to stop saying we need gun restrictions until people like this are removed from society. The change monster. When it's all going to change, we're going to change things. We need some change. You got some change in your pocket? Because I got some change. You want some change? All the changes in the world. I call him the change monster because that's all he ever fucking said was we need change. Never told you what kind of change he was going to get. Just told you need to change. It's what he says. We need to remove gun rights. We need to, really, really push hard. The Second Amendment. A law is stated. A constitutional right has been written down. Can we not regulate it in a reasonable way, regulate it in a correct way? Can't we just regulate your freedoms and rights? Can't we just do that? Dang it. You're just too fucking free, and we need to regulate those. That's what he says. Then, everybody was about it. Everybody's like, yeah, why can't we? Everybody should own like one gun and one bullet, and be like Barney Fife in his fucking house with one bullet, one gun. That's all you need. Just regulate the shit out of it. That Second Amendment's just crap. What I kept hearing about the Constitution. Well, magically, in 24 hours, because you fuckers kept opening your mouth before you had any fucking information coming to you, you just automatically want to jump on a fucking bandwagon that fit your agenda, magically, we come to find out the man is 26 years old. He legally purchased a gun to go around in Oregon and shoot up a fucking college. But that's not the kick in the ass. The kick in the ass is where he started directly attacking supposable Christians. I don't know if they're not. They said they were. I don't put a label on anybody. I try not to anyway. And other than your dumbass. But he supposedly started shooting what they called Christians. From eyewitness accounts, he would ask them what their religion was. You know the story. I don't need to fucking tell it to you. Now this brought up a really, really, really interesting concept. It is apparent that the gun was doing nothing. The gun was the object in which he was going to perform genocide on a certain breed of people. These people called Christians. Now, nobody knows what the fuck he was, but magically, if you looked at his MySpace accounts and Twitter accounts and other social media accounts that he went on, he proclaimed to be very spiritual. not a Christian, not a Muslim, not a Jew, not a Buddhist monk, but very spiritual. But he particularly named two spiritualities that he found a likeness to, that he would express himself as such. If you were to ask him what denomination he went by, he would say pagan or Wiccan. I only bring this up for one reason. From my gathering, that it wasn't the gun, it was the religion that killed this man and had him killing other people. He was killing other people under religious guidelines, under the idea that these people had the right to their own religion. The freedom of expression of a religion is what got them killed. If they didn't have religion, he couldn't have attacked them. You see where I'm going? You see, if they weren't Christians, he would have never shot them. He only shot them in the leg and they'd just be wounded. They would have never fucking died. So, religion got these people killed, not guns. And the way I see it, the thing we need to do is remove that freedom of religion in our Constitution. Just remove it. We need to regulate it. You know, I don't mind if you believe in a god or a goddess or a monk or, you know, the toilet bowl. I don't care what you believe in, but we need to regulate it. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe we should just remove religion completely. No more Sunday schools, no more churches, no more mosques. You know, get rid of the mosque. You know, we need to regulate that a little bit. We need to bring some laws in to say that you can't be in that mosque. You know, because it's getting people killed. Yeah, you Jewish people too. With your fucking little temples. Yeah, your woven walls. We don't need that. Get rid of the religion. You don't need to pray to your God. Nobody needs to pray to a God. You just need to get rid of religion completely. You want to do that? I haven't heard any of you motherfuckers say get rid of religion. Not a one of you. Not fucking one of you have said get rid of religion. You know why you don't want to get rid of religion? Because you don't want your fucking right taken away from you. You don't want that. You like living under the guise of your freedom of religion. You love that fucking right. You know, if they didn't want to, you know, here's another thing. That speech, you know, he asked them. He said, "Are you a Christian? And if you are, you're about to meet God in 1 second." I'm not quoting him word for word. You know how it fucking goes. Statement, point. He asked them. They had to answer. If we got rid of the First Amendment and we just regulated some speech to where you can only answer to a person with authority, only answer people with authority. And authority would be, I don't know, government officials, military, and police. Everybody else you just don't talk to. Only talk to people with actual authority. Now we can't ask the question. Let's just get rid of that one too. Just get rid of the freedom of speech. You know, I haven't heard any of you say that. Well, why don't you? Why don't you say freedom of speech should be removed? Why not? Because it's a fucking right and you fucking love it. You love the fact that you can say whatever the fuck you want to say when the fuck you want to say it, however the fuck you want to say it, and fuck the motherfucker who in his ear doesn't like it. If he don't like what you fucking got to say, he can fucking move on. You like that right. You like the right of religion. You believe in the right of religion. You believe that no one should dictate to you how you celebrate your God, how you worship your God, and in your conscience. Even you fucking atheists love the fact that you're able to state that you're a fucking atheist of no God. You like your conscience. You like to be able to take your conscience and lift it up into a place higher and want to be better than everything else around you. You like that fucking factor. Because it's your fucking right and you don't want people taking it away. So why is it that if you don't want those rights taken away, that you see those as sanctimonial rights, why the fuck do you want to take on the Second Amendment? It is just as important. Because it is a right, not a privilege. It is a fucking right. And if you take into consideration it is a right, it is not a right given to you by your fucking forefathers. Even your forefathers stated that this right is an all by all men under God, which means that a God gave them the right to do as they saw fit. So only a God can take it away. Which is why the court can't remove it. Which is why it takes a fucking massive amount of legislation and presidents and congressmen and senators and overwhelming majorities to even try to attempt to amend the fucking right, let alone fucking remove it. You are so hell-bent on thinking you got the right idea. What you lack is the idea that These are everybody's rights. Just because one dumbass decided to go do something doesn't mean that everybody else got to pay for the penalties. Kind of like abortion. Just because two dumbasses decide to jump in a fucking bed and fuck each other and get one pregnant doesn't state that everybody else has got to pay for their fucking mistake. And because a guy goes into a fucking school and shoots the son of a bitch up doesn't mean that everybody else has got to pay for his fucking mistake. Believe me when I tell you, bad people do bad shit. The world's an imperfect place. Screws fall out all the fucking time. You cannot fix everything. Sometimes shit just happens, and bad things are bound to happen. It is not what defines you. What defines you is what you do afterwards. What you do when it happens defines you, not that shit happens to you. What you do afterwards, that'll define you. That'll make you a better person because you'll think about it. Before you go jumping on bandwagons and trying to shoot out there what you believe, ask yourself, do I want it for me? And am I willing to give up things for myself? And really think about it. And in fact, I don't think 98% of you should ever be able to decide whether you'd like to give it up or not. Because 98% of you don't even know the fucking rights you got. You are so fucking hell-bent on good speeches. What you lack is the ability to hear them. You just like to be moved by big fucking words and people with tears and upsetness. You lack the ability to understand what the fuck he just said. So stop. Stop for a minute. Think about it for a second. You can't legislate morality. You can't do it. Morals and morality are unlegislatable. You cannot do them. You cannot define laws on morals because you're not a moralistic people. You chop up fetuses and sell them to other places. You're not moral. Not a one of you are moral. There's nothing moral about you, nor will there ever be as far as I can see. So stop trying to legislate them. Stop trying to build laws around it. You have the opportunity to have a perfect society to the best of your ability by allowing people to do what they do. Your job is to put them in check if they try to fuck with you. There are so many other ways that you could sit here and argue those points. There's so many ways that I sit here and watch you all week and show you how you've become the stupidest motherfuckers on the planet. But I'm going to leave you with that because I don't want to get too complex. If I get too complex and I give you some really deep shit, you're liable to go fucking jumping off of buildings because the world just won't be a perfect place anymore. And you won't be the most moral motherfuckers on the planet. Well, take that and stick it in your ass.